We live in a world that is now more and more controlled by algorithms. So the real question is, what is an algorithm? An algorithm is usually it's a program that repeats itself and that is trying to solve problems. And so you use it to automate these problem solvings. So in case of the different social media that are actually governing us more and more, because more and more they use these algorithms to serve you what music you're gonna hear when you go to Spotify, when you go to Apple Music, when you go to Tidal, to show you the videos that you are watching when you are on I don't know, when you're on YouTube, for example, or when you're on Netflix. If you go to my Netflix, or you go to my wife's Netflix, or my daughter's Netflix, those are three different places because they are populated with completely different stuff. And it's the same thing. If you go to my Spotify, the music you're gonna see reflects the music that I like to listen to, and that the algorithm, because of knowing me after 10 years or 6 years being on Spotify, it knows what are my tastes, what I'm listening to, what I like, what I don't like, what I put in my playlist and stuff. So it serves me music that everybody that listen to the same stuff as me listen to. They serve us more or less the same stuff. And then it guesses, oh, maybe you will like this. We send it to you, you like it, cool. You don't like it, they learn from it. And it's the same thing for your Instagram feed. Try one day liking like 10 photos of dogs on Instagram, and you will realize that all of a sudden Instagram is only showing you dogs everywhere. Like some big booty girl with curly hair and I don't know, caramel skin, and all of a sudden your explore page will be filled with that. And this shows you that these companies, all of them, are constantly, and with our blessing, constantly spying on us to serve us what we want to see from them. So I'm not saying spying in a bad way. I'm saying that they know. It would be like if you had a camera in your eyes, knowing exactly, and that's the future, knowing exactly what you like, what you don't like. And in a way, we talked about this when we went in the episode where we talked about the Netflix show, The Social Dilemma. But what is very interesting here for me is not what is going on. I'm a person that when I see what's going on in the world, my question is always, where are we going to be in 10 years? And once I understand where we're going to be in 10 years, my next question and my next call to action is, okay, how do I change and transform and strategize in the business? Because I'm here for the business. I'm not here to complain no, listen, the world is going one way. How do I make money with this in whatever my different avenues of generating money are? So, and that's how I came with this expression, which is dancing with the algorithm. If you dance with the algorithm, then all of a sudden you can profit from what the algorithm is giving to the people, depending on what you do. So let's say you are a baker. You have a bakery and you really want to go on social media and show people what you do. So what you're gonna have to do is, first of all, go to all the places in your YouTube channels and stuff and your Instagram, start liking a lot of photos of croissant, cakes, etc. Everything that has to do with your field. Then you will have to populate your Instagram with stuff that is of that interest to the people who are interested in that, and then give it in a way that is interesting and beautiful and looks so good that people are clicking and liking because they are interested in the beautiful photos that you show. And then at a point, because they are not dancing with you and you are making dance with your algorithm, at a point they will go and click to know where is your bakery, or where can they order your food. And this is the same thing I do with music. That dance with the algorithm, I've been doing it for 4 years now, trying to understand. I've been working more with Spotify on, because it's my preferred platform. But what I've been doing with Spotify is trying to push to do 1 million stream every month under the brand Kaysha. I have a lot of different brands, but I will simplify. What I do is, for example, the music you hear in the back, it's done by me, but under another name called Angel City. I use Angel City and my other brands to experiment stuff, to see what works, what doesn't work, because those brands are completely unknown. And then what works, I use it now with Kaysha. So we all do, not all of us, we all do music, or we all listen to music. Those of us here who are musicians, we need to dance with the algorithm so that the algorithm give our content to the people that we want to be given our content. Those of us who are listeners, we want the algorithm to feed us the right content, the right music, right? So what is the dance here? You want that you make the music that the people will want to hear depending on what they hear. You see what I mean? And that's what I've been doing this whole time in terms of music. Playing with the fact that the more the algorithm has to feed new music to the listeners every Friday. Every Friday there's a playlist called Release Radar and Your Playlist Just For You, and they are updated every Friday. So this is why I started releasing songs every Friday last year. Why? So that every Friday my new song is there. What happens is that the platform never sees your content as something that is old, and every time you have something new, it feeds it to the people who are already loving your content, and it also looks at what everybody's listening to, and everybody that listen to the same stuff at the people who are listening to your content, they receive also your content. Then for your old content, it is also served by the radio playlist. It is served to the people who already love your songs. They keep listening to it, and then you have the playlist generated by the users. So anybody can go on Spotify and create their own playlist of the songs that they like, and they can make these playlists public, and other people can follow these playlists. And the goal here is to be in a maximum of playlists as possible when you have a new song. Why? Because after that, you start making more streams because more people listen to your music. The more people listen to your music, the more money you make. So this is how you use it. This is how you dance with the algorithm on Spotify. How do you dance with the algorithm on Instagram? I'm gonna give you the case of my wife, for example. When I met my wife, she had 3,000 followers 7 years ago. She had 3,000 followers, and so she was on Instagram. I think I had 23,000 followers, and so I told her, hey, listen, you are the perfect person to here in Portugal to create something that can explode. All you need to do is make nice photos and start tagging some brands and some interesting pages in your photos, and then let the algorithm work its way and let the people who are interested in you start liking your photos, but only put quality content in there. Only put quality content, only put nice photos. Let's edit the photos a certain way. Let's only take photos with this camera actually that I'm using. That's what she used to take her photos with. Let's take only photos of this quality and push it, and make sure that all these pages that are pushing the beautiful black women, they know that you exist and they start tagging you. After a point, that's going to be phase one. After a point, start letting brands tag some brands of stuff that you like, hair products, skin products, dresses, etc. Start tagging them in your photos. That was the strategy that we did like 7 years ago. After a year, she already had 30,000 followers, and then the brand starts sending her messages. Hey, we would love to send you something. That's when I was like, okay, phase two now. Every time somebody wants to send you something and it's a brand that you like and it's a brand of a certain quality with a certain number of followers, accept for free to wear their stuff. And we're gonna do beautiful photos that of you wearing their stuff. So we did that. Boom, 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 boom. By the end of the second year, she now had around 50,000 followers and a bunch of brands sending her stuff. And she was wearing all this stuff, and all the brands were reposting her photos in their pages with 300,000 followers, 400,000 followers. They were posting her and tagging her in the photos that she took with their dresses that they give her, which made her go from 50,000 followers to 100,000 followers at the end of the second year, or in the middle of the second, I don't remember, but then she had 100,000 followers. When she reached 100,000 followers, we changed strategies and we said, okay, all the brands that you like, that have been supporting you and giving you stuff from the beginning, you will continue to work with them for free. But all the new brands who arrive now and are saying, hey, can you wear our stuff? You say, yes, of course. Send an email to my husband. And me, I would tell them, of course, you want one photo, X. You have to pay X amount of dollars. You want free photos as a pack, you have to pay X amount of dollars. If you want free photos plus a review of your product or a video, or like a little video clip of her walking around with your product, your dress, your whatever, it's X amount for free photos plus a YouTube video on her channel. So we start charging all the new people. And once she reached 150,000 followers on Instagram, and 80,000 subscribers on YouTube, in the third or fourth year, that's when we start charging everybody. We start explaining to the brands that were there from the beginning that we were about to charge now, and everybody was, of course, okay with it. And now she's making her money doing this, sending sponsorship for YouTube and wearing stuff from all these brands on her YouTube channel. And all the time she's been dancing with the algorithm, making sure that the people who are interested in seeing her are also the people who love these products. So the people who make the product, they want to pay her to wear the product. Phase 3 is what we are doing now. We are now creating her own products, her own leggings, her own sweatshirts, her own t-shirts, so that she can also use the 200,000 people that are following her now to sell her own product, as well as selling the product of the other people. Dancing with the algorithm. And that's what I've been doing all this time. This is how this show went from 10 people watching 4 months ago or 5 months ago to 500 people watching, by just coming, being regular, and giving the people what they want to listen to.